What's up, Leo? Let's see what the good stuff coming to you is. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Leo placements. I'm hearing that if there's any challenges that you're going through, whether this is like you're having trouble getting something or gaining some sort of knowledge, I feel like that's going to be gifted to you somehow, some way in the month of February. It feels like you're finding a solution to a problem that you've had for quite some time, okay? You guys start off with the Judgment card. You have the Strength. You could, that's your energy there. You could be dealing with another Leo. You have the Two of Swords. And then you have the Hierophant here. You could be dealing with a Taurus. At the bottom, you do have the High Priestess. So Pisces energy. You also have the King of Cups, heavy Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And then you have the Magician here, the Gemini or the Virgo. Intuitively, you guys are being drawn to something that's emotionally fulfilling right now. It feels like that's what you want to create. That's what you want to focus on. It feels like right now the energy is there for you guys to kind of do things with love, like acts of service, acts of love, something like that. And it just feels like you guys are using this intuition of yours to pretty much prop you in the right direction, okay? It does feel like you do have something that is coming in for you. It's been quite the journey because you have the Five of Wands. You could have had many, many blockages, but this is something that you're proud of. This is something that you're gonna love. You have the Three of Pentacles. You could have a really strong support system around you right now. So it just feels like anything that you've had obstacles with, right? That's what I was channeling. It feels like you guys are genuinely going to be able to bypass all the drama, bypass all the obstacles. Like you're gonna find a way because it feels like there is no other way but to find a way. So there's a level of determination here on your part to make something happen, okay? By the way, your intuition is going to be heightened even more, so just be paying attention to that. With the Judgment here, the good stuff coming in is I feel like decisions are going to be made easier for you, okay? It's like you've set up your mind, you know exactly the course of action you want to take, you know exactly what you want, and so instead of you listening to outside influences, you're kind of just doing your own thing. I hear like, I'm seeing like rogue, something about being rogue or going rogue. And so it just feels like whatever this decision is, or several decisions, you're not really taking people's opinions. You're letting people know, like, hey, I'm doing this. And even though people are, like, giving their 2 cents, you're like, okay, thank you. And then you're proceeding to continue to do what you want. So you're really just, I'm hearing taking the bull by the horns. You really could be dealing with a Taurus. But whatever this energy is, it just feels like you guys are just charging forward towards your goals or specific goal here. So it just feels like something is finally in alignment with you. With the Strength card, like I said, it feels like the good stuff that's coming in, you're standing in your conviction. You're not letting people sway you. You're not letting people change your mind. Maybe that's been an issue of yours in the past where, you know, you're so dead set on something, but then the people that care about you kind of come in, they chime in, they try to quote unquote talk some sense into you, and then you end up listening to them, and then you end up falling short. So a lot of you guys are trusting your intuition right now that what you are going towards is what you're meant to be going towards, despite all the noise around you. So I do feel like you guys are going to continue to stand in your power and do what it is that you feel like doing, okay? So it's a very powerful message for you guys at this time. And again, we've got the Moon in Leo, so I feel like the energy and the ball are definitely in your court right now. With the Two of Swords, you're no longer in this decisive nature, or at least you won't be. Again, it feels like you're just kind of saying like, you know what, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to go. This is just a very empowering message for you guys is really what I'm picking up. I feel like that's the greatest message you can get, right? Is like Spirit, God, universe is acknowledging what you're doing. They're acknowledging your courage to move forward despite any fears, despite all the obstacles. You're like, no obstacle is too big for you. And so you're just willing to go the extra mile in order to ensure that you're going to be getting exactly what you want, okay? And with the Hierophant, you do have a new commitment that's coming in. This could be in the form of a contract. This could be in the form of a relationship. This could even be in the form of a job here. So I do see that you guys are getting more serious about the things that you want. So this is like, I'm hearing like more adult. So you could be purchasing a vehicle. You could be starting a business. You could be buying a home, like adult stuff, you know? And so it just feels like that's exactly what you guys are doing. And it says up here doubt, but it's like, despite the doubt that may circulate around you externally or even internally, you're bypassing that because you're like, no, my intuition is telling me like, I'm going to go with this. I'm going to see what happens. And so that's exactly what you're doing. So that's what I have for you, Leo. Hopefully this helps and resonates. Catch you guys in the next one.